presented on the 40-yard line in the middle of the field. Now our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
150-pound sophomore Kent Call. For the Spartans, number 2, safety, 160-pound senior Joel Neeskens. For the Longhorns, number 22, a 170-pound senior Troy Zinda. For the Spartans, at a running back, number 21, a 175-pound senior Leif Hendren. For the Longhorns, the corner, number 34, a 175-pound junior Calvin Bacon. For the Spartans, number 17, a 180-pound senior Kurt Ware. For the Longhorns, and a linebacker, number 27, a 195-pound senior Shad Zinda. For the Spartans, number 85, a 165-pound senior end Sean Southland. For the Longhorns, number 45 at linebacker, 215-pound senior Mike DeShock. For the Spartans, at an end, number 6, the 200-pound senior Spencer Frederick. At a defensive end for the Longhorns, number 42, a 210-pound senior Brad Bacon. Spartans, at a guard, number 55, a 185-pound junior Matt Lee. At a guard for the Longhorns, number 61, a 160-pound senior Chad Peplinski. For the Spartans, number 52, a 225-pound senior R.J. Ross. For the Longhorns, in the middle, number 56, a 220-pound sophomore Josh Zinda. For the Spartans, number 77, a 205-pound junior Russell Sheets. The coaches, for the Longhorns, assistant coach Casey Dressler. For the Spartans, the assistant coaches John Baker, Ed Lund, Jim Leckbold, Mike Lee. The head coaches for the Wibaux Longhorns, Kirby Eisenhower.
Senior for the Wibaux Longhorns. Wibaux with no freshmen and no sophomores, and only, wait a minute, they do have a couple of sophomores as the kick is in the air, and it's taken by Neeskens on the 5-yard line. He will pedal back and go straight upfield, gets back to the 20, breaks a tackle, and he will go down on the 45. 35 of Scobey, and I'll tell you, a touchdown saving tackle there, John.
Shad Brophy came out of nowhere. Joel just took that one right straight up the middle. And Brophy caught him at the, where were we at, 34-yard line?
Got it over along the sidelines, he the 5.
Did a good job of staying in bounds. The kick was at the sidelines. Joel did a little toe dance and then broke to the other side of the field.
So the Spartans with great field position. They will scrimmage 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. As Kurt Ware will bring them out, Hendren and Neeskens in the backfield. Ware with the ends in tight, hand off goes Neeskens. Neeskens over the left side. He'll pick up probably 4 on the play.
Shad Zinda with the help there. I think Mike DeShock with the initial hit for the Longhorns.
Russell Sheets will bring them out, the 205-pound junior center, R.J. Ross at the guard, Matt Lee at the guard, the ends are Spencer Frederick and Southland, both in tight. The backs are Hendren and Neeskens. They hand off to the second man through Neeskens, and he's going to be stacked up, might get 2 guards, and a Tough. The Wibaux line. Get in the yard, we'll call it 3rd down and 5. Probably we'll see the Spartans go to the air here with the 3rd and 5. And of course, this is exactly what the Spartans expected here. This is a great football team. Bacon, Zinda, and Kaplinski. I haven't checked it out. Are they going with they are with almost a 5-man front. As the Spartans break the huddle. And Ware will pitch to Neeskens. Neeskens looks for some running room, and he's going to, I believe, get that 1st and 10.
If they get a good spot, he's right at the 35-yard line, which would be about a yard into 1st down territory.
The spot is going to make it very close. They're going to call the change in, I'm sure. They will.
Chad Zinda and Troy Zinda with the stop there.
It would appear from here. They did not get a good spot, John.
They got a terrible spot. I thought he was a full yard further downfield.
It's going to be very, very close. Might have it by about half the length of the football. As they stretch the chains out and can't see it.
First down.
A couple of inches. The Wibaux Longhorn bench in front of us here, but they do get the 1st and 10, so the Spartans 1st and 10 on the Wibaux. We'll call it the 36-yard line as they break the huddle. Split out wide to the left is Frederick. Wide right looked like Ted Fonson over on the far side. As Ware with the lone setback and handoff straight up the middle with some running room. And he's got some running room, and he's going to be knocked down at about the 16-yard line.
Tackle there, another touchdown saving tackle that time by number.
Up a lot of yardage, 1st and 10 on the 17-yard line. Frederick again out wide to the left. Wide right, and a pass to Frederick in the end zone. Spartans are on the board.
Well, an impressive drive by the Spartans. 22 yards to do. Peterson and Joel Neeskens in the backfield. Kurt Ware under center.
And the pitch goes to Neeskens, and he can't hold on. Loose ball, it's down, and the Spartans will not score. Boy, I'll tell you, that's successful in the score on the slipper scoreboard. You should see mine.
Yeah, well, yeah, yours is recognizable. Smelled like Jimmy Brady.
Kick the football. I can't believe that.
That's another squid.
Yeah. Well, the kick short and taken by Troy Zinda gets it back to the 32-yard line as the Longhorns of the offense, and there a fake pass to the first man through, and they hit number 34 on the left wing. That's Calvin Bacon, and again
The Spartan defense went for it.
so the Longhorns break the huddle. They've got number 45 is Mike DeShack in the backfield, along with Troy Zinda. The quarterback is Shanzin, and the handoff goes to Troy, and he's going to be very close to the 1st down over the left side. It would look from here, depending again on the spot, but it would look from here like he might be just a little bit short. They got the 1st down. No measurement. 7 on the Spartan 37-yard line as Shad Zinda will bring them out. And again, it's DeShack in that backfield. The handoff fake to DeShack, back to pass, and all alone, and he pulls it in. Oh boy, I'll tell you. Over the right side, and that was Troy Zinda in the backfield along with Troy Zinda. And the pitch goes to Zinda over the left side, cuts it back, and he is going to be down after a gain of about 5.
A couple of missed tackles. Jake Peterson missed him in the backfield.
Zinda with the long count, ends in tight. Zinda with a handoff to Shack over the left side, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and driven out of bounds, giving maybe a yard on the play.
Matt Lee.
And to Shack and Zinda in the backfield. A 3rd down, we'll call it 6. Man in motion left is Zinda. And the handoff fake, and a lot of pressure on the intercepted. The Spartans pick it off.
Jason Wolf.
And it could go if he gets a block. There he gets the block. He's going to have to cut it back. That's Wolf. Wolf to the 10-yard line, cuts it back right side. End zone. Jason Wolf picked it off.
60 yards.
And runs it all the way back.
I'll tell you, great pressure that time up the middle from, I believe it was Spencer Frederick, this time with Hendren and Neeskens in the backfield.
Great job by Wolf as he picked it off. The Longhorns are on the move. The pitch goes on the right side, and diving into the end zone is Joel Neeskens. And he's
Kick the ball. Better.
Yep.
Come on, Jake, get in here.
Longhorns with great field position. 14-0 our score as the Longhorns break the huddle. Zinda with a handoff to Zinda, and he's going to pick up about 7 on the play up the middle.
I'll tell you, the front folks in that Wibaux offensive line are doing the job so far. They're making holes.
Checking into the defensive lineup for the Spartans is Russell Sheets, trying to get a little more beef in there, as the line play so far has been favoring the Wibaux Longhorns. They pick up, we'll call it 7, and we'll call it 2nd down and 3 inside the 40. They're down to about the 37-yard line. And the Longhorns with the handoff to the second man through left side is Troy Zinda, and he'll pick up awfully close to that first down. I believe he's got it.
R.J. Ross and Matt Lee with a stop help from Spencer Frederick, but he should have the first down, and he does. Just across the
all the way back for a touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. And back to pass as Zinda has time under pressure, and he shoots one, and it is complete to number 34, Calvin Bacon, as he just went on a down and in, and the Longhorns are on the moves. Ends in tight, and the long count, and the handoff, first man through, that's the Shack, and he's got some running room. He just bursts through there, and he gets it, he didn't have the football. That was the Shack. As he faked it to the first man through and went to the Shack, and it's going to be about 2nd and 1. Shad Zinda, and rolling out to his right, and he goes into the end zone, and
they catch the ball was up. No, I believe he waved it off.
They do wave it off.
Either that or it's a catch and he wasn't in the end zone. I believe they gave him the catch.
That's what they did. They gave him the
At
catch.
about the 2-yard line.
So the Longhorns will have 1st and goal from the 2. The Spartan defense really tested here. 14-0, but the Longhorns on the move. Troy Zinda, and again it's the Shack in the backfield, and the quarterback sneak, and very, very close. We haven't got the signal yet, and they say no, he did not get in.
Right up the middle, R.J. Ross and Matt Lee on the stop.
Well, I'll tell you, give it to the
got about halfway.
Longhorns. Are testing the heart of that Spartan defense there. Is in the 1-yard line. The Shack and Zinda in the backfield. He ends in tight. And Zinda, the quarterback. Back pass has time, and he shoots one. No good. An incompleted pass there, as I believe Peterson defending. Peterson hold on, so it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Big defensive stand here by the Spartans as Shad Zinda will bring them out. Shad with the long count has his ends in tight. Handoff goes to Shack, and he's stacked up. I believe he's going to get in there, and he is there.
So, big Mike Shack from the 1-yard line with 5.
And the Spartans get a big break there. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Longhorns, and they will scrimmage from this time their 6-yard line as Zinda will bring them out. Zinda with a handoff, and bursting into the end zone is brother Troy Zinda, and now the Longhorns are on the board.
Well, we'll say it again. Now the Longhorns with 6 points on the board with 5
Ball game. The Spartans lead it, and the Longhorns break the huddle. Rolling back is Troy Zinda, and they pitch to Troy, and he tries to get into the end zone, and he is denied. The point after is no good. The handoff again goes to Zinda, and he is in there. Troy Zinda.
Against the Spartans, giving the Longhorns another shot.
Goal line by Joel Neeskens, and Joel gets it out to about the 21-yard line where the Spartans will scrimmage 1st and 10. They split Neeskens wide to the left, and I believe it's Southland wide left. Neeskens to the right, and the handoff goes straight up the middle.
It's Hendren.
Leif Hendren. And
Got it up there.
I do not.
He made a tackle on the kickoff.
So 2nd down and 6 for the Spartans. Neeskens out wide to the left, and the throw complete to Southland, and Southland breaks a tackle, gets it inside the 41. That was
Matt Stentoff.
Southland. That's Matt Stentoff.
And a flag.
And a flag.
And we have a Wibaux Longhorn down over here on the near side.
It's one of the Zindas. That's Shad Zinda. Let's see.
Yeah, we got a clip ball. So they will take that one back. The Spartans would have had a 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line. The Longhorns, if they talk, hurting the Spartans as the 1st and 10 denied there. Spartans will break the huddle. Ends in tight. Backs are Leif Hendren and Joel Neeskens. And the pitch will go on the far side. That's Bronson. Ball carrier trying to get outside, and he will pick. We'll probably see a passing situation here. They will split Neeskens and Frederick out wide to the left. Split wide right is Wolf. And now Ware wants Wolf to pull it in tight. Lone setback is Peterson, I believe. And back to pass is Ware. Has time. Looks left. And Roy. Awfully close to an interference there, but they wave it off. And the defensive effort kicking will be Wolf's Zinda. The lone back end. The kick high will be taken on the 25-yard line by Zinda. Zinda gets by a tackle there. Tries to get outside. And he is clothesline. Oh my.
Well, Jake Peterson with the missing the initial tackle, but Ted Bronson.
Spartans lead at 3:32 left to go in the first quarter. As the Longhorns break the huddle, Chad Zinda, the quarterback. He has Mike DeShack and Troy Zinda, the running backs. The man in motion left is Troy Zinda, and back to pass, having time. He shoots one deep and into the end zone, incomplete. Football team, and just exactly what the Spartans expected. They knew that there would be no cakewalk here with the Longhorns. 2nd and 10 as the Longhorns break the huddle. Chad Zinda and the handoff. Troy over the right side. He'll pick up 5.
Brad Solberg, along with Spencer Frederick and Jake Peterson.
3rd down and 5 for Wibaux. As the shuttle players in Dion Loft checks in for the Longhorns with the play. A 14-8 football game. We're still in the first quarter. 3 minutes left to go. In the first quarter, Longhorns break the huddle. 3rd and 5. As Chad Zinda will bring them out. Chad with the handoff to Troy over the left side, and he's cut down after a gain of about 3.
Good tackle there by Jay Homerson, I believe. Caught him from behind.
5-pound senior quarterback will bring them out. Ends in tight. Man in motion left is Troy Zinda. Chad takes the handoff. Back to pass. Rolling out. And he shoots one. And it is intercepted back on the 10-yard line. And not a very smart play there by Joel. If he knocks it down, the Spartans will have the football. Their own 9-yard line. Neeskens out wide right. Frederick wide left. Back to pass. And they shoot one to Neeskens. And he just can't run underneath it. It was the old throw it up there. Let the receiver run it. As they operate deep in their own territory. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Scobey will break the huddle. Thronson in the backfield now for the Spartans, and the handoff will go to Thronson. Gets over the left side, has some running room. Oh yeah! Brought down, game-saving tackle on the far side, or touchdown saving, I should say.
And that's Kent Call again. That's the 2nd touchdown he saved in the ballgame for the Longhorns so far. Ted Thronson just burst through the right side of the line. Good block from Matt Stentoff in the game at wide receiver.
I'll tell you, Ted gets to the hole about as quick as any back as we've seen in a long while. 1st and 10 Spartans, and they will be on about the their own 23-yard line. Thronson still in the backfield, and Ware pitches to Thronson. This time he comes over the left side, has a little running room, cuts it back, breaks a tackle, and brought down, and a flag will fly, and it looks to me like it's going to go against the Spartans as the official there having a long, hard look at Mr. Sheets.
Another
They
clip.
do. Call the clip.
Number 55, but we don't
Call it 1st and about 19 for the Spartans. Peterson in the backfield. Now for the Scobey Peerless Spartans along with Joel Neeskens, and the pitch goes to Joel over the right side, and he's going to be dropped down. They're paying a lot of attention to him. Dropped down on the 15-yard line.
I don't think they're going to let themselves get beat by Joel Neeskens if they can help it. Chad Zinda and Mike DeShock with the stop for the Longhorns.
Checking in with the play from the Spartan bench. That number 85,
Sean Southland in the game.
back in the football game. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. 2nd and a bunch for the Spartan. We call it about 2nd and 17. As Ware will bring them out. Both ends in tight. Neeskens in the backfield. Back to passes. Ware has time. Rolling out right now. Now he shoots one. It's going to be picked off. Nobody but Troy Zinda near that football. And Zinda is going to be up in on about the 15-yard line. Oh boy, I'll take it. And the handoff. Zinda over the right side. He's brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Jake Peterson making his presence felt there with one of his signature tackles. They have lost a little.
Well, he did lose about a foot on the play where they spotted. We'll still call it 2nd down and 10 from the 16-yard line for the they break the huddle. Hands are in tight. Big Chad Peplinsky brings them out. Deshack and Troy Zinda, the running back. Chad Zinda with the handoff to Troy. Tries to go to the right side. He's kept it.
Get him,
Pass
get him. There we go. Matt Lee.
Great thinking, but Matt Lee didn't go for it.
Matt Lee bursts through the left side of that Wibaux defensive line and makes the stop on Shad's in there.
Probably the difference there, John, is that Troy pulled up too quickly. He faked the handoff, and then he just pulled straight up the block. Yet he kept, tucked it in there and tried to. We have a fumble or a flag?
Oh,
the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter with the score on the Slipper scoreboard. The Spartans 14, the Longhorns 8. You're listening to Spartan football on KCGM Scobey. Out wide to the left, number 34, Calvin Bacon for the Longhorns. Deshack splits it out to the right. Lone running back is Troy Zinda. Chad Zinda in at quarterback on the 3rd and 18. Now man in motion right is Zinda. Back to pass. Chad Zinda. The flags fly, and Zinda is dropped back on the 31-yard line.
Hey, Spencer Frederick absolutely flooded through the line high in the air. Zinda had no chance.
I think we had a motion there. They do call it against Wibaux, and they'll talk to the Spartans, but I would think probably they would decline here, and it would be 4th and
about a 7-yard loss on the play. Looks like a 6-yard loss, 7-yard loss.
Chad Zinda was just buried, had no chances. They talked to Peterson and the Spartan staff on the far side. Say decline it, and they do decline it, so it's going to be a 4th down situation. I believe it's 4th down. They still got the 3rd up. Are they going to?
He went for it.
They're going to bring it back here. Now they're
We're at 4 now, yeah.
Now we've got 4th and about, I would say, it looks like 25. And back to pass, and shooting one deep into the end zone, and the receiver, and again it's picked off by Joel Neeskens.
He's in the end
He's
zone.
going to run it back about the 20, the 25, back to the 30, and he will be brought down there, so the Spartans will have the football. Well, there's another tunnel in the backfield. Neeskens and Leif Handren, and a handoff, and loose ball, and it's picked up by
Ware picked the ball
Ware
up.
picked it back up.
The pitch hit, I think it hit a defensive player, hit the ground, and then
Quarterback is Ware. Ware with the handoff to the second man through. I think a big loss on the play as Johnson just couldn't get out of there.
number 55 there again in the game.
And Leif Handren and the handoff fake. Ware trying to get dropped right there, and he shoots one and threw it behind the intended receiver. Snap to Wolf, and that one nearly blocked, but Wolf gets it away. It'll be taken by Zinda back on the 25-yard line. Zinda just dives it up to the 30. Has good coverage there by the Spartans.
Spencer Frederick and
They have had when they've taken the football in this game so far. They're back on their own 35-yard line. And the handoff straight up the middle. And great run room, and that was the shot.
Jay Howerland and Jason Wolf.
Again, it is Deshack in Zinda. Troy Zinda in the backfield. Hands are in tight. Shad takes the snap. And the pitch to Troy on the right side. Tries to get outside, and he is met and brought down after he gets enough for the first down inside to about the 38-yard line.
Jake Peterson with the tackle for the Spartans.
Checking back into the ballgame, Dion Lau for the Wibaux Longhorns. 1st and 10, Wibaux. From the Spartan 38-yard line. And the officials want a timeout. We've got some equipment repair here. One of the Spartans.
Johnson with his hat off.
So the officials will wait till the necessary repairs are made, and we will have the football 1st down and 10 from the 38-yard line. And now we are ready to go as Longhorns. Break the huddle. And Zinda will bring them out, and moving on the right side of that line is Dion Lauf, and they'll march it back 5 yards. So a little mix-up there in the Longhorn offense as Lauf offsides, and checking in to replace him will be Efta. Will be play, so it'll be 1st down and 15 for Wibaux. Now back to their own 37-yard line. Tries Zinda. And Deshack still in the backfield. Handoff goes to Deshack over the right side, and he'll pick up probably 4 on the play.
Matt Lee with the initial hit. Spencer Frederick got a handout, and Jason Wolf in to help.
Even 11. Zinda looks the defense over. And fakes the pass, and he shoots one that's partially blocked. One of the
Well, that might have been Jay Hover. Either Jay Hover's under Spencer Frederick got a hand.
territory from about the Spartan 39-yard line. As the Longhorns break the huddle, led out by Chad Kaplinski. Only 160 pounds, but I'll tell you, he's a tough 160. Chad's into, backs in tight. Chad back to pass, he has time, and incomplete. His intended receiver was Troy Zinda.
Just too much pressure. Spencer Frederick and I believe R.J. Ross up the middle that time. He had to get rid of the ball or be buried.
So we have a 4th and 11 from the 39, and the way the Longhorns have been playing defense, I wouldn't be surprised to see them kick it here. They are going to
Shad
Zinda. And I hope that the Spartan deep back realizes that they are going to kick. Joel Neeskens had his back to the play. Now he drops back to about his own 10-yard line. And a bad snap. And I tell you, he's going to bury it back on the 35, or the 25 or 26-yard line. High over. He's 205-pound junior. And the backs are Neeskens and Leif Hendren. And back to pass is Ware has time, has Neeskens on the first. It's picked off. Intercepted. Now, wait a minute. Yes, it is intercepted. Great interception.
Kid call went high in the air. Just took the ball away from Joel Neeskens.
So sharp the last few weeks has not been there. Credit those deep backs for Wibaux as the Longhorns with the football and a handoff over the left side. Zinda's cut down.
Great tackle by Jake Peterson along with Spencer Frederick and Brad Solberg.
They give him maybe a yard on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 9 from the 11-yard line for the Longhorns. 8 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. 14-8. Scobey Peerless Spartans lead it. Longhorns second, let's call it 2nd and 9 from the 11. As they break the huddle, in let out by Kaplinski, the ends are in tight. Backs are to Shack and Troy Zinda. And the handoff to Shack straight up the middle. And wait a minute, he handed off the second man through. That was Troy Zinda. The fake, I'll take good faking there by Shad Zinda.
Brad Solberg with the tackle.
And 8 from the 11-yard line. And back to pass in here. They brought down to the backfield. Zinda has time, and he shoots one incomplete. Now they call it intentionally grounding there.
Did they throw a flag?
They did. That flag is
I
down.
thought there might be. I don't know. There was a receiver reasonably close to that area.
Big pressure.
Spencer Frederick had him wrapped up. He just had to get rid of the football.
The kick. And back to do the kicking will be Shad Zinda. Boy, they don't want a bad snap here. Shad Zinda deep in his own end zone.
No penalty.
And the snap, it's high, but he pulls it down and the kick is away. And it's going to go out of bounds over on about the 20-yard line, so the Spartans will have excellent field position here. 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. In the backfield, Leif Hendren and Joel Neeskens. Ware with the ends in tight. And the handoff goes to Neeskens. Neeskens over the right side, has some running room. He'll get it down to about the 6-yard line and inside of the 5.
That was a great run.
He was down. Basketball pass that they're using down there. Haven't seen him do that in a while. They mishandled it once and behind him the other time. This time the Spartans will be 1st and 10, 1st and goal. The handoff goes to Leif Hendren. He cuts it back. He's going to be very close. Have seen no indication from the officials as yet, and he's down to about the 1 foot line.
Like the shock of Troy Zinda with the tackle for Wibaux.
2nd and goal from the 1. And we'll see what they do as they break the huddle. They're going to split Southland out wide to the left. Neeskens splits out wide to the right. Ball running back is Leif Hendren. And Ware with the long count. Handoff, Leif Hendren over the left side. Does not get in there. As a matter of fact, there's a loss.
He got buried. I can't see it. Probably the shot. No, that's Shad Zinda with the big hit there along with Brad Bacon.
Well, you would think with the blocking of R.J. Ross and Russell Sheets on the right side of that line and Spencer Frederick, the Spartans would be able to just dominate that, but they have not at this stage. Great line play by the Longhorns. It's going to be 3rd and goal from, what are we at, about the 1-yard line. They threw him back about 2, but they spot the football as the handoff goes to Neeskens, and I tell you, they've got that in red. That pitch is dangerous.
Chad Kaplinski almost took that pitch.
They hold here.
I don't know what the blocking assignment is here, but somebody's not getting Chad Kaplinski blocked on that play because he puts pressure on it every single time.
They've been coming in untouched. Spartans break the huddle. Peterson into the backfield. And Ware fakes the pass, and he has Frederick all in the end zone. Boy, I tell you, they went for the fake handoff, and Frederick is in there. A 5-yard touchdown, pass and run. Ware to Frederick.
So we went to the short side of the field that time too, and I think Wibaux was looking for the longer side of the field. So with 4:49, a Kurt Ware to Spencer Frederick touchdown brings the score to Scobey Peerless 20 and Wibaux 8. Looks like the Spartans will go for 2 with Leif Pendrand and Ted Franson in the backfield.
And the Spartans break the huddle. Ware. And the handoff goes on the left side to Franson, and he will not get in there. So the point after is again Scobey.
Oh, here it sits.
There we go.
Easy.
Well,
Well, the kickoff taken at about the 5-yard line. Looked like Troy Zinda had some running room, but no, says number 25 as he cuts it down. And the handoff trying to get to the right side and trying to cut it back to Zinda, and he's buried. A 2nd and 12. There was a loss on the play. A 2nd and 12 for the Wibaux Longhorns. Ends in tight as they break the huddle. Zinda and the Shack. Zinda man in motion to the left and back to pass. Zinda has time, shoots one over the middle, and it is knocked down, no flag. And about 4. Plinsky, Efta, and Bacon center in the 2 guards. Shack was all the way in that backfield, and rolling back the passes Zinda has room. Picked off by the Spartans. Jason Wolf for the pickoff, and he will get it back inside of the 15-yard line. Jason Wolf with his 2nd interception of the football game, and the Spartans with 18-yard line. Ware with his ends in tight. Handoff, fake, and pass into the end zone. He has Frederick, touchdown!
I'll tell you, Spencer Frederick is just automatic going into.
Neeskins out wide left, right wide to the right is Frederick. Ware with a lone backfield man, and he will pitch it to Leif Henry. Leif tries to get inside, and I believe he's going to be denied. No, he will not get in here, so the point at the Longhorns 8. Just take 30. Now the kickoff taken by...
Got blocked 3 times on that kickoff and still got the tackle from behind.
So the Longhorns with the handoff straight up the middle to Shack, and he is just going to be buried at the line of scrimmage by a host of Spartans.
Spencer Frederick, Jason Wolf, Jake Peterson, Brad Silver, and Matt Lee, they all had him. And that's about what it takes with that big fellow.
It certainly does. They're going to give him a yard. They met him, he got through the line of scrimmage, and then was met by a host of Spartans, and they drove him back. Give him 2 yards. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. So the Shack picks up a couple, 2nd and 8 for the Longhorns from the 37-yard line, their own 37-yard line. As Shad Zinda will bring them out. The Shack and Troy Zinda. Boy, and these people go both ways, so that could be a factor in the 2nd half. Zinda back to pass, and he had a receiver over.
Almost a great catch by Kent Call over there. Dove for the ball and couldn't.
Where they will take on the Arlington Engineers.
The Quiddy Field.
Quiddy Field. Interesting. 3rd and 8. Back to pass. Zinda has to hurry, and he dumps it into the backfield to number 34, Calvin Bacon, but a lot of pressure there, and Bacon is brought down. He'll pick up a couple as yet. Now Joel Neeskins is going to drop back. And it'll be Zinda to do the kicking. Takes the snap, and a short kick angling for the sidelines, and Spartans are going to end up with pretty fair kick position. They'll take over in about their own 25-yard line. On their own 24, 2:37 left to go in the first half of this football game. Ware brings them out. Again, it's Hamden and Neeskins in the backfield. And back to passes. Ware has time, shoots one out, completed. A gain of about 3.
No, Sean Southton. I thought it was Frederick. Sean Southton with a nice catch. Had to reach down around his knees and pick the ball up. Number 34, Calvin Bacon with the stop for Wibaux.
We'll give them 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. 2:18 left in the first quarter as Sheets leads them out. Ross and Matt Lee into the guards. He ends in tight. And Ware back to pass. Has time. Shoots one in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. And that was the sure-handed. Longhorns should get that football back with plenty of time to operate. as the Spartans break the huddle. It's 3rd down and 7. Ware back to pass, and he hands it off to Nieskens. He's going to be buried as he runs into his own man. Big loss there.
Josh Zinda just met him as soon as he had the handoff. Delayed.
Standing back at about his own 20-yard line. Wolf in to do the kicking. And the snap. And the kick is in the air. A high kick coming down to the 25 where Zinda will take it. Zinda will try to get outside, and he is going to be brought down back on the 26-yard line.
Spencer Frederick and Jake Peterson with the tackle.
Shad Zinda, man of motion right is Troy Zinda. Shad fakes the handoff, back to pass, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Calvin Bacon.
Jake Peterson with the coverage along with Ted Thrum.
6-8, Spartans lead it. As the Longhorns break the huddle, Deshak and Zinda again, the deep backs. Shad Zinda with the handoff to Troy, and Troy just bursts through there, and he's going to pick up 5 or 6 on the play.
Matt Lee, I think, with the stop, along with Jason Wolf.
To Baker, get that Baker score. We're also in a playoff. And we've got we have the flags fly or something.
Yeah, there's a flag on the far side.
Right in, move it.
We are making calls to KFL and Baker quarter scores. And of course, the Baker Spartans in Class B playoff, they are in the playoffs, aren't they? They are playing Townsend, and they are at home. So if we can get a score on that when we call our halftime score in, we'll try and relay that to you. The penalty goes against the Longhorns, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 for Wibaux from their own 27-yard line. Longhorns break the huddle. Shad Zinda fakes the handoff, back to pass, has time, shoots one deep, and over the head of the intended receiver, Calvin Bacon, goes as an incompleted forward pass. Situation, Zinda will be kicking from about his 20-yard line, and the kick, a line drive kick off on the far side, and it will roll out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and Zinda got the job done.
Done his usual wonderful job there.
Certainly has been very successful in the girls' programs. 11 left as the Spartans break the huddle. And Ware will go back to pass, and he shoots one. He has Southland, and he's got him on the 25, breaks a tackle, gets it up to the 40-yard line. He could go. Southland down to the 10, to the 5, and he is in there. Sean Southland took the pass on the 25 or 30-yard line, broke the tackle at the 35, and rambles in. 67-yard touchdown out of it, and ramble on in a 67-yard touchdown. Where to Southland, and a point after, back to pass. Oh my goodness, he had him all alone, but he keeps Ware is going to be knocked down to about the 5-yard line. Looked like he had Frederick
that way, and then saw Troy Zinda.
Nobody's picking up 25.
somebody
got
it. Yeah, that was a clip.
Yes, it was.
The kick down to the 5-yard line where it's taken by the Longhorns with 54 seconds left to go in the second quarter, 32-8. Spartans with a big lead here as the Longhorns break the huddle. Split out wide left is Calvin Bacon. And Zinda rolling out left, looking, and he's going to tuck it in and tries to get outside and meet Mr. Oh, that was.
I think that's Jason Wolf. That's Wolf, and
Is
he's
he
hurt. Yeah, he's down.
Jason's down on the far side.
I'm not sure it's Jason yet. I think it is.
Came in.
No, that's Jay Oversland.
Jay Oversland came in with that Peterson type tackle, and Jay is up and limping back. Well, I tell you, this is a young man that has moved into that defensive alignment. Hard to keep him out.
Yeah, they just can't keep him out. He likes to
Looks
get.
like he might have hurt the shoulder.
I don't know how he
He goes
mistook.
off shaking his head.
I don't know how he mistook Jay Oversland for Jake Peterson. He's about a foot taller.
Well, the number was similar, 25 and 16.
Yeah, they're real close.
As the Longhorns with the football, second and 11, and the handoff over the left side to Troy Zinda. He gets it back to about the 20-yard line. We'll bring them out. Ends in tight, man in motion, Troy Zinda to the left. Shad with the handoff, faked, and they roll it out the right side as they hit Bacon, and Bacon is dropped down the backfield, Jason Wolf.
I'm a little surprised, Cliff, that the Spartans didn't call a timeout
Right there.
before that third down.
This one, 4th and 11. They'll be kicking from back in about the 10-yard line. The kick is in the way, and it's going to bounce into the hands of Joel Nieskens. He's going to have some room. Back to the 35, gets a block, cuts it back left, got some running room, and they got trouble. Nieskens back to the 20, and he's run out of bounds on the 10-yard line. Oh,
Should be
my.
the end.
I'll action with the score on the... Take one more.
Will we be this? Yeah, instead of playing. Two kickoffs at Solberg's were high, moving kicks.
No, they were Spencer kicking.
Call and Zinda, the deep backs for the Wibaux Longhorns. 32-8 our score. The Spartans lead it, and Frederick with the kick, and he booms one down to about the 5-yard line, where it's taken by Call. Back to the 10 to the 15. Cuts it to the left side. Has some running room. He'll cut back right, and he's going to be brought down at about the 28-yard line.
Ted Johnson with a good tackle, helped by Matt Stedoff and Spencer Frederick. Has Spencer been kicking?
The Longhorns with the first series, and the second half is a handoff to the Shack over the left side. Picks up maybe a yard on the play.
Jake knocks him down.
They're number one ranked. And kind of an oddity to see two ball clubs, basketball and football, ranked number one at the same time, I believe, in the state. And back the pass is Zinda, has time, all the time in the world. He'll shoot one deep, and nearly picked off, and it falls as an incompleted forward pass.
So Ted Johnson and Jason Wolf.
Leads them out, the backfield, the Shack and Zinda. And of course, keep in mind that these kids go, I believe everybody goes both ways, only 14 people dressed. And the handoff fake, back to pass is Zinda. He's going to have to hurry. It's closing up, and it is tipped, loose ball, and nobody can get near it as Zinda is buried back. A 4th and 8 to Jake Peterson back at about the 20-yard line. As Zinda waits for the snap, he's got it. The kick is away, and Peterson will pull it in at the 15. Back to the 20. Cuts it out to the right side, and he's brought down as somebody has learned his tackle.
Kent Call has had a great defense.
Again, the score from Baker, 12-6. Baker leading over at Townsend. We'll pass along to you as we get the pitch to Peterson. Peterson tries to go around the left side, cuts it back, breaks the tackle, and he'll be brought down.
Chad Poplinski with the stop. Finally, Jake broke about 4 tackles, but never
Great block there,
got
John.
past the line of scrimmage, I don't believe.
The Spartans, Wolf is wide left, wide right is Leif Hendren. Peterson the lone back, and the handoff goes to Peterson, and he'll cut it back and brought down after a gain of about 3 or 4. Went over to the left side. Sheets still on at center. Matt Lee and R.J. Ross, the guards. They split. Leif Hendren out wide left. Also, I believe that's Sean Southland split to the left. Back to pass is Ware. Has time, shoots one, and it is complete to Leif Hendren. And very, very close to the first down. Leif
They're in a good spot. They'll have the first down. Great throw by Kurt Ware. He really drilled that ball.
This should be first down.
Looks to here as though they haven't. They do. They won't measure.
Spartans will have a 1st and 10 at about their own 37-yard line. That was a great blast. Put it right where it had to be, and a fine catch by Southland. So the Spartans 1st and 10 from their own 37. Peterson and Leif Hendren in the backfield. Ends in tight for the Spartans. Pitch goes to Hendren. Hendren over the right side, cuts it back, might have a yard. He is buried on the far side. Well, I'll tell you, this is a good
Nothing
defensive
developed there.
ball.
Poplinski along with
Spartans, Peterson, and Leif Hendren. And the handoff on the reverse goes to Frederick, and he's going to be buried in the backfield.
Brad Bacon. He wasn't having anything to do with that. And that's not easy, dragging down Spencer Frederick.
Bone set back is Peterson. And Ware. Back to pass, and he shoots one, has Wolf, and Wolf will have it, and he's going to be brought down on the 25-yard line. Great catch, great throw.
I'll tell you, good job of hanging on to the ball, too, because Jason had just barely gotten the ball in, and Kent Cole drilled it. The ball looked like it might come out, and he held on to it. Great concentration.
So the Cousins team up there, and the Spartans 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line of the Wibaux Longhorns. 32-8, Spartans lead it, and they are driving. And back into the football game, wide right is Joel Neeskens. And Southland is wide to the left. And the pass is intended for Neeskens. And I think the motion was Neeskens over on the far side. So it'll be 1st down and 15 for the Spartans. Jake Peterson in the backfield along with Neeskens, and the handoff to Neeskens. Neeskens over the right side, spins out of a tackle, has some running room, and he's brought down at about the 18-yard line.
Good tackle by Calvin.
Southland will be in at the left end.
call, one of only 3 sophomores on this Wibaux roster.
Matt Stendoff out wide right. As Ware with a 2nd and 4. Peterson the lone setback, and the handoff goes to Peterson over the left side, and he will be inside the 15 and should have and does have all the way up to the 10. The first and 10.
I thought he was stopped at with about 2 yards, and he burst through and got.
Back into the football game offensively, wide left. Neeskins wide to the right. Ware looking, rolling out left now. Has time, and now he rolls it out to the right side. He's scrambling, throws it in the end zone. Coming back to make the catch. Oh,
Great
my!
catch.
Was that a great catch?
I'll tell you, Matt Stendoff was covered. I can't get to number 34, I believe, Calvin Bacon. He just spun around behind him, caught the ball in the end zone, ran back onto the field, but they gave him the touchdown. Great catch by Matt Stendoff. Good job of scrambling by Kurt Ware, too. So the Spartans on the board again with 6:29 remaining in the third quarter. Brings it to 38-8. Scobey Peerless. And they will go for 2, it looks like, with Peterson and Neeskins in the backfield. Matt Stendoff wide right.
And Ware ready to take the snap. The handoff goes to Neeskins, and Neeskins is in the end zone for the point after. And the score on the Slipper scoreboard. The Scobey Peerless Spartans 40 and the Wibaux Longhorns 8. You are listening to Spartan football.
Tried to cut out of it, and he slipped down.
Tripped up over one of his own men. So the Longhorns 1st and 10 from the their own 28-yard line. Zinda man in motion to the left. And the handoff fake. They back the pass to Shad Zinda, and he shoots one deep, and he has Troy. Oh, just out of his reach as he got behind the defender. 2nd and 10 as the Longhorns break the huddle. Spartans just getting Thronson back into the defensive alignment, and the handoff up the middle, and I believe it's Zinda. The Shack leading the blockers.
Solberg, Frederick, and R.J. Ross on the tackle.
40-8 our score. The Spartans lead it. And the Longhorns. Zinda fakes the handoff, going to have to hurry, and he's away.
And we'll have another grounding call. R.J. Ross and Brad Solberg just absolutely buried him. Official threw a flag. I'll assume it's an intentional grounding.
Gonna get unsportsmanlike down there too.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, he's making the intentional grounding call.
Well, Frank in there right on top of it.
I'd have got rid of the ball too.
5:36 left in the third quarter. And the snap high, but Zinda pulls it down at a line drive kick off to the left side, where it'll roll out of bounds at about the 22-yard line, where the Spartans will take over. And Joe Neeskins will split out wide left, wide to the right. I believe it's south, but I can't pick up the number there. And Kurt Ware. And the handoff will go up the middle to Leif Hendren, and Leif is going to be met at the line of scrimmage, and he is driven back.
It's Stendoff wide right in that play.
Give him
The
a yard on
shotgun,
the flag.
Shad's into with the stop.
Stand off the ball carrier?
No, he was the wide right there.
Oh, okay. Out of the good hands. That was quite a catch the young man made. On that touchdown pass, he had to come back to the football. As the Spartans will break the huddle. Matt stand off again. Wide to the right as they split 2 people wide right. And Ware with the handoff over the left side and running into one of his own men, and they have a flag. Looks like we're going to have another block from the rear. Looked like he had a little running room there, ran into his own man. And we do have the hold.
Handoffs are just running into the defender.
As we get on the board at the 6:29 mark here in the third quarter. Southland wide to the left. Neeskins wide right. Back to passes. Ware has time, and he's shooting one to Neeskins, and Neeskins has it. He's driven out of bounds over on the 39-yard line. It'll be enough for the 1st and 10, and that's that play where they throw it. The backs, Tronson, and
Johnson and Hendren, I believe.
Hendren.
Jason Wolf in wide out left.
And the pitch goes to Tronson, and he's got a little running room. Gets back inside of the 40-yard line to about maybe the 38.
Johnson outran his blocking a little bit on that one.
Again, it's Tronson and Leif Hendren in the offensive backfield. Ends in tight, 2nd and 6. Second and 7, and they go to Thronson, and again he runs into his own blocker. That was Matt Lee on the right side. Matt kind of got stood up by Poplinski, and a loss of about a yard on the play. Third down and 8 for the Spartans.
Kevin not waiting for the blocking to develop, but he is so quick and so explosive, it's hard to hold it back.
Well, you would think that this Wibaux ball club would be starting to wear down a little bit with these ball players going both ways offensively and defensively, but I'll tell you, they're not quitting, as it's third and 8 for the Spartans. Ware looks the defense over. Ware fakes the handoff, back to pass, and he will shoot one deep. Wolf, the intended receiver. Oh, what a catch by Jason Wolf. Oh, my.
Great catch. He's he's hurt.
And he is hurt, and I think
Probably
probably just the wind knocked out as he went
could be.
really at the 14 on a tremendous catch by Jason Wolf. And the Spartans are on the move with 2:37 left to go in the third quarter.
Sean Southland in for Matt Snedoff.
Neeskens back into the backfield. Neeskens and Leif Hendren, the backs, and the handoff goes to Neeskens, and he just puts his head down and drives it up to about the 10. Picks up 3 yards on the play. Second and 7.
Shocking.
That is where brings him out. Peterson in the backfield, and the pitch goes to. Can't pick up the number.
I think Neeskens
was slipped. That was
yeah.
Neeskens trying to cut it back, and his feet just went out from under it. Gets it back to about the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Spartans.
Well, you said that pitch wasn't a good idea.
Did I?
Yeah. You've been worried about it all game.
Peterson and Neeskens in the back, and the ends in tight. They might try to hit Frederick in the end zone here with a 3rd and 7. And the handoff goes to Neeskens. Oh, he's buried in the backfield.
Yeah, it's in the big tackle along with Chad Poplinski. You know, the one thing the Spartans haven't done today is throw to the backs.
And Ware takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls back, has time, shoots it into the end zone.
Yeah.
Great catch
Oh,
by
my
Southland.
goodness.
He did
No.
catch that football.
Matt Snedoff.
Oh, my.
Matt Snedoff again. That is an absolutely beautiful catch. He was defended so
14
well
yards.
by Kent Call.
12 yards.
Just dove all away from him and fell into the end zone. Beautiful catch. So with 39 seconds remaining in the third quarter, the Spartans go up 46-8, unless we've got a flag. I forgot to look this time. No flag. And this time Brad Solberg will attempt the extra point out of the hold of Jason Wolf. And it's a fake. Wolf takes the snap, rolls right. A lot of pressure and is buried by Chad Poplinski. So the extra point no good.
Warren Jake, you're listening to Spartan Football on KCGM Scobey.
Mr. Peterson stands on the sideline.
Into the 7. Well, 25 wasn't near the action. Let's be third quarter. Zinda gone all the way at quarterback. Takes the snap and the handoff. Goes to brother Troy over the right side.
Brad Solberg and Jake Peterson with the tackle.
And the score at the end of 3 complete on these 38. 2nd down and 7 for the Longhorns. As Shad Zinda will bring them out. Troy Zinda, man in motion to the right. And the handoff goes straight up the middle to Shad, and he gets a couple and he's nailed.
He got met. I think Jay Hoversland and Jake Peterson drilled it. That may have been Russell Sheets, I'm not sure. He hit a brick wall.
Picks up a couple on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Longhorns. And they have to pick up the 1st down here. Keep the drive alive as the Longhorns break the huddle. Chad Poplinski, the big center, leads them out. Back to pass is Zinda. He has to hurry, and they set up the screen in the backfield. It was to Troy Zinda. He goes nowhere. Going to lose a couple on the play.
Well, once again, that Spartan front, Russell Sheets and Matt Lee putting great pressure on the quarterback. He just had to unload the ball.
Loss of probably 3 yards on the play, and it's going to be a 4th and 6 situation for the Longhorns. 46-8. Our score just underway here in the 4th and final quarter.
Peterson dropping back. Deep coverage for the Spartans are receiving.
I don't know.
Anticipating the punt from Chad Zinda.
Chad Zinda will be kicking from back at about his 20-yard line, and the kick is a line drive, bounces at the 30, and they're just going to let it roll dead. Back in the 28-yard line where the Spartans will take over 1st and 10.
Tommy Chamberlain wide left and Joel Neeskins in the left slot.
The lone running back is Leif Handren. And the handoff to Handren, cuts it back to the right side, bursts through there, and is inside of the 40 to the 38-yard line. Leif Handren with a quick one. Could end this one. And that, I think, that they would certainly like to do.
And nobody would have anticipated against a Wibaux team.
McElvaney splits it out wide to the left, and the handoff goes to
Handren.
Leif Handren, and Leif will pick up a couple on the play.
Chad Zinda with a shoestring tackle.
Let's give Leif 3. We'll give him 2, and we'll call it 2nd down and 8 from the 31-yard line. Splitting wide to the right for the Spartans is Ted Tronson. On the pick up the number over on the left side as Ware gives the handoff again to Leif Handren, and he tries to get through the middle. He's straightened up. Gets it inside the 35.
Tommy Chamberlain goes out. Cale Handren now in the ball game for the Spartans.
That was Chamberlain split out wide to the left on that last play.
Snedoff now out and Mark McElvaney in.
A 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 6 for the Spartans from the 34-yard line. Where still in a quarterback, has gone all the way, nearly dropped that snap. It gets the pitch off, goes to Tronson, and Tronson will get it up to about the 30-yard line, going to be a yard or so short. Well, 2 yards short of the 1st and 10. 4th and 2 from the 30-yard line for Scobey. Leif Handren and Tronson. Pitch to Tronson over the left side, and a little stutter step there, tries to cut it
He
back.
won't make it.
He is going to drop back for about a yard loss.
Chad Zinda and Josh Zinda.
Can't stop next weekend, and the handoff to Zinda, and he's going to be buried in the backfield.
Can't see who made the stop yet. R.J. Ross.
To playing tonight, which I doubt very seriously the Spartans would do.
Well, I wouldn't think so.
2nd and 12, and rolling back to pass is Shad Zinda. He throws one deep as a receiver, but just out of the hands of the for the Longhorns. Zinda takes the snap, takes the handoff, rolls back, and the pass is tipped, intercepted by Peterson. Peterson down the right side, has some running room. If he gets a block here, it could be over. Cuts it back on the left side. Peterson is in there.
That's the ball game. Brad Solberg made that play. Brad Solberg went up, knocked the ball in the air. Jake Peterson came down with it and scores from how far, Duke?
I don't know.
Duke didn't tell us.
35-yard pass interception.
Well, now we got to get an extra point here, don't we?
That's what we do.
I
Our
spoke
math
to
is
her.
bad.
Our math is bad. If it's 52 to 8, and of course the 45-point rule, so Brad Solberg will line up for the extra point. Now we've got some sort of a discussion.
Who's time?
Timeout?
Officials time.
Officials timeout. I think we've got some equipment problems down there or something. So now we will line up. Brad Solberg will attempt.
Did some bad math there.
Sure
The
did.
kick is away, and it is good.
Now it's over.
So the Spartans on a kick by Brad Solberg have ended it.
So with 7:30 left in the 4th quarter, the Scobey Peerless Spartans with a tremendous victory. Very impressive win over the Wibaux Longhorns, 53 to 8. And they will move on to Harlowton next week to McQuitty Field to meet the Engineers. 2nd-ranked Harlowtown Engineers.
And so our final score on the Slipper scoreboard, the Scobey Peerless Spartans, the defending state champions, are #1 ranked team in the state of Montana. And one thing you really like to see, look at the Wibaux fans out there congratulating not only their own club, but the Spartan team, and wishing them good luck next week. So
Well, they've been in this situation before. They know what it's like to win, and they're good losers as well.
And with that, the final score on the Slipper scoreboard, the Scobey Peerless Spartans 53, the Wibaux Longhorns 8. We are going to send it back to our studios for this 2-minute break.